What's going on, y'all? What's going on? I just want to say this real quick, y'all. And I feel like everybody is called to do different things in their lives. They're called for different missions, right? And I strongly believe this in my heart, and I feel this way. I feel led. And me as a former gang member, me myself as a former gang member, I love to reach the inner cities, and I believe in reaching the inner cities. And you got people downtown. Yes, you're going to go ahead and preach to the choir downtown because people downtown ain't listening. And yes, that's fine. But I understand. But a lot of people over here ain't listening. But it's time to set an example and reach the inner cities. And believe it or not, when you in the inner cities, it's a lot of problems out there, and you will see who's really part of the problem when you are in the inner cities. You will look at Planned Parenthood that is in the inner city, right? And I understand why people join gangs because I'm a former gang member, and I'm not ashamed to tell anybody about my old lifestyle. When I was in my 20s, before that, I was locked up 17 times. And that's it. I was a bad kid. I was a troubled child. I was not only a gang member, I was a gang banger. And I got out the streets. I got out the streets and I turned my life around. And look at me over here. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to reach out to people. I'm trying to have intellectual conversations. And I think we need to have intellectual conversations with people. So, I've banged. So I was hardcore when I was gang banging. So I'm going to be hardcore when I'm over here trying to get people to get off that plantation. I'm going to be hardcore like I was when I was gangbanging against Planned Parenthood, against the murderers, against the thugs, against the killers. You got to be hardcore at it. And I just feel that, in my spirit that I'm going to be, that I'm hardcore with it, but it starts with the problem. We need to get real stuff. Let the politicians preach to the choir, yo. Let the politicians preach to the choir. And when you preach to the choir, people do not, it's the same old stuff going around, the same old program words. It's the same thing. It's the same thing. We need to get out there. I ain't talking about just myself out of the streets. If you got to feel, you got to go out there, in these homeless shelters, wherever you see there's trouble, wherever you see there is brainwashed, whenever you see that, get over there, yo. Get over there. We got no time to waste, everybody. We got no time to waste. I want someone to hear this. I don't think people are aware that I was not like this my whole life. I was once brainwashed on the plantation. I was once brainwashed in the inner city. I was once lost, but guess what? Now I'm found. Do y'all hear what I'm saying? It's time. It's time to get out these politics office. Get away from these politicians, yo. Get away from these politicians and surround yourself around real people. Around real people that been through things. I might not have been through what you've been through. You might not have been through it, but what I've been through. But we all got testimonies in our life. We all got it. We all capable of making a transition, no matter what we have done, no matter if we was on drugs or we sold drugs or we gangbang or used to be a hooker. I'm just saying it. I'm just calling how it is, like I see it. I'm going to bring that same mentality that when I was gangbanging over here. It's time to bring that boldness. It's time to bring that boldness and use it for good. Use it to help people. Not our own selfish desires. When I was gangbanging, it was for my own selfish desires because I was lost. Now, I want to help everybody. This is not about myself. I don't have selfish desires with this. I don't. I just want to just reach out to one person, and we have to have that attitude. Once we have that attitude, yo, guess what? You're going to see some people just coming up, being bolder, walking with their chest out. Because we walked in love. These politicians do not walk in love. They don't. They do not walk in love. They walk like zombies. They try to walk like Hollywood. They try to talk like Hollywood. They try to be like Hollywood. They try. They hate themselves. They don't want to be themselves. We need to be ourselves. Be ourselves. Once we be ourselves, we're going to go a mighty long way. I'm not ashamed to tell people I'm a former gang member. I banged. I sold drugs back in the days. I did. Every police in that district knew who I was. Every police in that district knew who I was. It's a point I had to leave the game. I had to leave. Like, no, I stand out too much. So I'm going to stand out too much over here. I want to stand out over here. I want to stand out in the hood. We need to want to stand out to the people that need to hear us. We need to stand out. We need to stand out. Okay? Just listen, y'all. Listen. Just listen, please, y'all. Listen. I want this message to get out. Let's get this message out, y'all. Let's rise up. Rise up.